What is that one habit that if you implemented it, it would make a massive outsized difference to your life? Is it exercise or nutrition or screen time related or meditation, or what's the one thing for you? And why haven't you successfully implemented it yet? Is it because you've been told by the experts that it takes 30 or 60 days to implement a habit and you're like, it's definitely exceeded that window. I guess maybe this isn't for me, and maybe you've shamed yourself out of actually giving yourself a fighting chance. So by the end of this video, you might feel a lot more empowered to actually make that habit happen and be the beneficiary of it for the rest of your life. So I'll tell you what it is for me. For me, it's waking up early. I'm a night owl. I don't want to wake up early, but I kind of do, because I realize that when I do, I feel way better. I get way more done. So 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that, and cut to now, how many days out of the week do I wake up early? Maybe 1 or 2. That's 1 or 2 more than I used to. And maybe in a few years, it'll be like 5 or 6 days a week. But I'm giving myself that latitude and grace because I realize that all the habits that I've implemented successfully, they didn't happen in 30 or 60 days. They happened in probably months or years. But I'm not really pressed about that, because if you zoom out and you're blessed to live on this planet for decades longer, then what's a few years? Even if it takes that grueling patience and persistence to get to that place where it's in place, you get to be that person for the rest of your life. A few years is nothing in comparison to that time scale. So yeah, just because you have that habit in place doesn't guarantee it's going to be locked in, but the grooves are in place and you started to feel there's an upside to this that is worth facing the discomfort, pain, and resistance of starting that habit on a day-to-day basis. So what is it for you? Have you said to yourself, life got in the way, and now I can't pick this habit back up? Could you say to yourself, life got in the way, but I'm going to pick this habit back up anyway? Can you say to yourself, I'm going to give myself grace and patience to stick with this habit until the habit sticks? Because even if it takes me months or years to stick with it, if it sticks, then I'm that person doing that thing for the rest of my life. How does that feel in your body to think about it that way? Does it open up a sense of possibility of other habits that you could start to stack on in all sorts of random ways? The timeline's all strange and disparate in comparison to this perfection of 30-day increments stacking on top of each other. Does it give you a little bit of messiness and grace and possibility and potential? If it does, maybe start to work with that. Maybe start to stick with those high priority, high leverage habits until they stick. Doesn't mean you have to give yourself an excuse and say, it has to take years. If something could take less, take less. But I would love to hear what that habit is for you, how it's going, and what possibilities this is opening up for you. And if this helps, sub to this channel for more, and have a great day.